Hey guys, it's Young Moon Plays. In this video, I'll be going over 8 things you didn't notice in the Lies of P demo. The game's early access begins in 3 days, so I'll compare this beforehand video of the demo to the actual release when it comes out. Let's begin. The main character is not Pinocchio. Starting with the most controversial one, I don't think the playable character is Pinocchio. In the very beginning, he is called Geppetto's puppet. Geppetto's puppet has a unique gift among puppets. He is able to lie, but like the classic Pinocchio, his nose does not grow bigger. Geppetto himself only addresses the puppet as son, and the other characters call him Geppetto's puppet. I'm sure a title like Pinocchio would seem more casual or friendly instead of constantly referring to him as a puppet, especially since a catastrophe called the Puppet Frenzy happened very recently. It is found out by Gemini that he and Geppetto's puppet both lost their memory when they were inactive. I believe that Geppetto's puppet forgot their name, and I think the name actually began with the letter M. The reason I think this is because the owner of Crot Hotel gives us these clothes that she was holding for Geppetto. The clothes are called Someone's Memory. The description says, "The uniform of a sophisticated and dignified boarding school. The clothes have been worn before. The uniform of a boarding school famous in Crot. The initial M is engraved on an elegant brooch." So the clothes fit us perfectly and they've been worn before. The M that's engraved is either someone's name or the name of a school. But schools usually have multiple words. I think the only way of finding this out is by going to the boarding school in Crot. The craziest discovery I found in the entire demo was putting on the Someone's Memory clothes and using the show off clothes gesture. This is what happened. Right there, she could have told us a name, but for some reason it's a big secret. There's only one time in the demo where Pinocchio is brought up, but they still don't drop his name. There are certain tropes in Souls-like games that just have to be there, like being able to slide down ladders, obnoxiously loud main screen music, and also rest points becoming inactive when enemies are nearby. But unlike Dark Souls, the Stargazer actually changes color. So far, this game is such a refreshing take on the Souls-like genre. The Legion arm called Puppet String is given to you once you reach the hotel. I prefer the Steel Fist Legion arm, but the Puppet String caught me by surprise when the enemy's saber snapped before my eyes. I'm guessing that enemies have weapon durability just like the player. This is just another addition that makes me say wow. If you make it to the City Hall area, you'll find a human corpse with branches sticking out and weird colored stuff oozing on the ground. I believe this body died from petrification disease. There's a note in the petrification quarantine zone called Torn Doodle. The note says, "It itches. Peel the skin and there's blue blood, blood, pretty cocoon, blue angel, joyful appetite, blue death, what a feast." It is hard to decipher what this means, but I really hope the blue angel spoken about in the note is not Sophia. When you first get to the Hotel Crot, the player has to make a choice, either to lie and gain entrance to the hotel, or to tell the truth and be denied entry. If you lie, a red aura surrounds the character, possibly ergo, and a notification says your springs are reacting with an ominous noise. I think this means the player is becoming more human, since puppets cannot lie. I'm not actually sure how this affects the player down the line. There are 2 other times that you can make it happen. By using the clothes and gestures that Antonia gives us in front of her, and to lie when the weeping woman in the quarantine zone asks us how we feel about her broken baby puppet. It's a bad lie because the petrification disease is rendering the woman blind, giving her itchy scales on her face. So she probably doesn't even know that the baby we gave her is just a puppet. I cannot wait to see what other choices can be made and how the choices affect the player. After the last demo boss, you speak to Geppetto at the hotel, and then the demo says, "Thanks for playing." A lot of players probably ended there, but if you go back downstairs and talk to Eugenie, she would give you a Legion arm that she made. She tells us it's not as good as Vanini's, and that he is an expert of Legion arms, but the electrical damage from her Legion will be very effective against puppets. The full minis can be charged and can seemingly put puppets in the groggy state easily. That, along with the electric coil stick weapon and near electric damage output, will be shocking. Alright guys, that's 8 secrets you might not have known about the Lies of P demo. If you did know all that stuff, you're an absolute legend. Comment down below if there's something I left out or if you just want to say hi. Please join me on the evening of the 15th where I'll begin my journey through Krot. Thanks for watching. Be wary of dangerous people, and always be a good boy to me.